Well, it's like my grandpa used to say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it is broken, don't fix it. If it is fixed, run for your life. Also, he told me, Haru, I just won $1,000 playing Mahjong. A couple weeks ago, Beyblade themselves teased an 18+ event happening on September 6th in Atlanta, Georgia. No other details were given, but it was clear something was happening after the disaster that was the LA National Qualifiers. As previously stated, the Anime Expo tournament really served as a bit of an eye-opener for Hasbro and Takuratami that there is a competitive market in Western countries just as much as Asia. Beyblade X is a generation where they have seen a rise in popularity in the competitive space more than ever before, and Anime Expo's National Qualifiers being quite the unexpected success that it was should have been the big giveaway for that, with Takuratami stating that they will do what they can to dedicate more support for competitive play in Western countries. That same event where there were stories of people getting trampled and chaos ensued due to the participation cap that they enacted, unable to properly organizing lines. That very same event where it was so disorganized at the start to the point where dumbasses were making false and defamatory statements against Jacob Pomegranate and refusing to apologize or retract them despite being debunked by the very direct victim in question. And now more details have emerged about the new event that is purely 18+, probably as an apology for age restricting the World Qualifiers to ages 8 to 12. News came out on the official Facebook and Instagram pages that the event will be called the Secret Showdown, being held at the Atlantic Station in Atlanta, Georgia, with registration between 1 to 2 p.m. and the tournament running between 2 to 4 p.m. The final two winners will receive a free trip to California, where the finals will be live streamed by an elite creator. While that sounds well and good, there are some fans, particularly the teenage fans, that are upset about the 18+ rating, and while those people aren't wrong, there is still the concern with putting teenagers and adults all in the same place, at least where Hasbro and Takuratami don't want to deal with any potential incidents that could get Chris Hansen called. Those that are underage will have to sign waivers and have parents and guardians have to come and attend, and I guess they don't want to have to deal with all that. Now, I've been to Georgia, pretty nice place. The Atlantic Station is actually a pretty nice venue for hosting a Beyblade tournament. Assuming, of course, there is no participation cap, it seems big enough to fill potentially hundreds or thousands of bladers. But to run an entire tournament in the span of 2 hours to potentially hundreds of people, that's not realistic. It already takes like up to 6 to 7 hours to run a whole tournament for us here in Winnipeg for 50+ players, so either this tournament will have a player capacity, or it's being done in single elimination style and start with 1v1, like how they do it in official events in Japan, where bladers have one Beyblade to use throughout the first stage, and then the semifinals are where the 3v3 deck format will be used. The prize for the two people that win their brackets will get a free trip to California, where the final match will be live streamed. Why does that sound like a threat? Have you guys been following what's been happening in California lately? And the live stream of that final showdown is being streamed by an elite creator, the heavy speculation being that this elite creator in question is Kai Cenat, which makes sense since he is one of the biggest streamers in the world right now and is even one of the biggest Beyblade endorsers, having been a fan since the Metal Fight era. Kai has also previously discussed doing a Beyblade tournament stream back in January and how he has been talking directly to Hasbro about doing one.
I want to do a Beyblade tournament. I know it's some nerdy shit, but for me it's not, bro. Like, I just want to do that real quick, bro. And I'm going to do it for like, I'm going to put a prize win on it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I understand that it's not as big as before, but I think Beyblade was low-key before, like, too advanced before its time type. Like, it was literally, bro, that is lit. But I really want to put together a crazy Beyblade tournament.
There is also the fact that Kai himself lives in Atlanta, Georgia, where the AMP house is located, but Kai also has a house in Los Angeles. When Brazilian Baytuber Cypress asked, Beyblade did tease that this elite creator could be fellow handsome Asian boy Left Burst, but Left Burst himself did not confirm nor deny that he would be the elite creator in question, and only announced that he would be at the finals. Again, it's purely speculation if this elite creator during the livestream is really Kai Cenat, as Kai has not said anything about it, so we will have to wait and see who it really is. And I know there is a bit of mixed reception with Kai's involvement. I personally don't know the guy, I'm not a fan of his content. He drops so much N-words that I get physically exhausted when I have to bleep them out. His content isn't really for me. The last time I saw him, he showed up on WWE Raw, and that's a show I have to turn off whenever Logan Paul's ugly face shows on my screen. I'm not the biggest Cenat fan and probably never will be, but I can't deny that his audience is huge and can give Beyblade the further exposure that it needs. I don't know who he really is as a person and I don't follow any of his activities, but as long as he can get Beyblade the recognition that Hasbro and Takara can use, then I really don't care. It's just nice to see that after the AX tournament that Hasbro and Takara are finally waking up to the potential that Beyblade really has worldwide. The 18 plus tournament, while it can anger some teenage fans, it's still a good first step towards bigger and better things. Besides, you teenagers, don't y'all have school or something? Whether or not they learn from their mistakes of what transpired regarding the organization at AX Nationals is really up in the air. Whether this will be an absolutely phenomenal event, or if it will be Hasbro and Takara American Nightmare, is really up to them. Besides, LA is a really big hotspot for Beyblade, and unfortunately I can't go to this 18 plus tournament in Georgia due to the fact that I have a real job that can't have me being in Georgia at that time because it gets super busy in September. But I will keep my eyes on it and report back on what happens, so subscribe if you don't want to miss the anarchy that might ensue. Also, we got an Obsidian Shell combo video coming this week, so look out for that. Alright, well, that's done. Now let's talk about how crazy and how annoying some Metal Fight and Burst fans are. Oh,